Hello everyone, I'm Chef Anthony and welcome back to my kitchen. Today we are going to cook lentil stew with sausage, and I'm going to use Jolly Posh pork and herb sausages for this because we both like them. These are the lentils we're going to use, green lentils, whole bag. What else? Well, we're going to put some potatoes in to pad this out, make it a one-pot meal. I was at Trader Joe's, as you probably see. Rather than chopping up onion, carrot, celery, and I didn't need a bag of carrots and a full rib of celery, I bought this mirepoix tub. The sous chef refers to as a meerkat. That's her little joke. I'm going to put some sliced mushrooms in there. We're going to cook these down with some lardons of smoked bacon. And sticking with the smoky stuff, we're going to use some smoked Spanish paprika. 4 or 5 cloves of garlic smashed up in this too. I'm also going to grill some of these mini heirloom tomatoes in the air fryer, probably right after we've cooked the sausages. I roll them in the sausage fat. And we're going to sprinkle this over the top of our lentils. So when we serve with the sliced up sausage, I think that'll look nicer. Sprinkling the parsley from the garden too, maybe. So there's our ingredients. And oh, by the way, I didn't tell you. Of course, we're going to do this in the Instant Pot. So I'll see you over at the Instant Pot in a minute. So here are our bacon lardons. 6 rashers of smoky bacon that I'll just cut up. I've had this in the freezer since Christmas. Used the rest for wrapping turkey. Time to use it up. So it's in here with a little splash of olive oil to help the bacon along. 6 cloves of garlic, crushed and finely chopped. Why 6? Because I like garlic. And a copious amount of black pepper to infuse into the fat to flavour our lentils. Now, just while we're on the subject, this is my pepper grinder. Yes, it's a coffee mill. It really produces a lot of ground pepper very quickly, and you can adjust the grind size. I stole that idea from Jeff Smith, the Frugal Gourmet, by the way. To my right, I have 4 coffee mills. They make salt, Szechuan pepper. Don't let people tell you can't grind Szechuan pepper. And pink peppercorns too. We'll come back here when we add the mirepoix, which will be when, as everybody else on YouTube says, the garlic is fragrant. Okay, everything's fragrant. We've rendered out a lot of fat from the bacon. So I added a heaped teaspoon of the smoked pimento, which I'm going to stir into the fat because I think that's the best way of getting it round all the lentils and the other ingredients. Now I'm going to add half that tub of mushrooms that I showed you, sliced. Not the best criminy mushrooms I bought from Trader Joe's, I have to say, but they'll work. Why mushrooms, which you don't see very often in a lentil dish? Well, it's because I like mushrooms. It's that simple. And we'll get the mirepoix in there and show it stirred up as we start to heat it up before we add the lentils and the liquids. So here's our mushrooms and mirepoix added to the bacon, garlic and black pepper and pimento. We're going to soften these up a bit before we add the lentils. Then we'll be adding the liquid, the potatoes and slapping the top on. So here are the 2 cups of lentils and the potatoes. Little fingerling potatoes. I've had to cut them up because I don't think they're going to cook in the time that the lentils will. And these also make some nice spoon-sized bites. We're going to add the liquids next, and I'll show you what those are. As we have 2 cups of lentils, we're going to need about 6 cups of liquid. Be back in a sec. Okay, so we need 6 cups of liquid. Going from the right, we're going to have a cup of dashi, homemade, a cup of all of that actually, chicken stock, cup of white wine, and whatever's left will be made up with this vegetable broth. Unfortunately, it's not no salt added vegetable broth, but it's what's in the pantry, so that's what we'll be using. Dashi, chicken stock, white wine, and vegetable broth. Okay, here we are looking at the Instant Pot, waiting for it to come up to pressure. I'm going to cook this batch for 15 minutes, which may be a bit long for the lentils, but I want to make sure the potatoes are cooked, and I'll probably give it a good 15 minutes of natural release. In the meantime, I'm going to get the Jolly Posh sausages cooked in the Ninja, and then we'll roast those tomatoes for a nice sprinkling over the top when we serve. So here are the sausages we're going to use today. Jolly Posh pork and herb English bangers. I'm using these because, well, I have several packets in the fridge, but also because we really, really like these sausages. Only 5% breadcrumbs, a lot less salt, 340 milligrams per sausage than most other sausages. They're not inexpensive, 11 to 12 pounds a packet, but by God, they are good, and that's what we're using. We're going to cook them in our Ninja air fryer. Here are the sausages in the Ninja air fry basket, ready to go. You'll notice I'm using a parchment paper liner. This saves cleanup. We love the Ninja, it does a great job on these sausages. We'll cook these at 15 minutes on roast setting, which is 375 degrees, by the way. 15 minutes, they should be browned. I may flip them just for a couple of minutes to brown the bottoms, but that'll have them ready. And if I'm fortunate, there'll be enough fat rendered from the sausages for me to really blister up the mini heirloom tomatoes here after the sausages are done cooking. So we'll see you back here in a little while. So here are the Jolly Posh sausages after 20 minutes total in the Ninja on roast, 15 minutes one side, 5 minutes just to brown the other. I like my sausages well browned. This is just how they come out. They look beautiful. I'm going to leave these cool for about 10 or 15 minutes, and I'm going to get about 5 to 6 slices off each sausage before we mix them in with the lentils. The lentils are going to be about another 15 minutes on natural release anyway. Now, I had some luck. There was plenty of fat left in the parchment paper liner to coat the mini heirloom tomatoes. So I'm going to pop these in the Ninja 5-minute segments on roast until I get them wrinkled up to where I want them. Not too much, but I want them charred up a little bit. I'll keep you posted as we go along. So this is how the tomatoes look after 5 minutes on roast. I'm going to stir them up and give them maybe another 3 minutes, and that'll be enough. What do you think? Let me know in the comments. So here are the Jolly Posh sausages cut up. I've got 6 pieces per sausage, 36 total. Cut them in the middle first. That's the easiest way to get 3 or 6 even slices out of it. Let's take a quick look at the lentils, which I've just opened up. And these are perfect. 15 minutes on high, 15 minutes no power. We greased it. The consistency is perfect. Potatoes are cooked. They're not breaking up. We get a bit of steam on the lens here. So I'll plate this up, mix the sausages in, plate this up, tomatoes on top, a little bit of chopped parsley, and I'll see what you think. So here's our finished lentil and sausage stew. The potatoes, the roast tomatoes, little sprinkling of freshly grated Parmesan cheese, and some chopped parsley from our garden. This is for the sous chef. She had her own dinner, but tasted some of mine and decided she'd like some anyway, which tells you this tastes pretty good, and I'm looking forward to eating mine. Hope you enjoyed watching. If you did, please like and subscribe, share with your friends, And I hope you all have a great day in your kitchens.